Yeah, what's up? I hadn't blogged in a while because I've just been busy as hell, man. Like, all of a sudden I am working all the time and doing all that. Been really busy with my son and all. You know, it's crazy, like, how much stressful shit's going on in my life. Like, I wasn't even able to appreciate or be grateful or be proud of myself for all the accomplishments I made in less than a year of sobriety, you know? Today is my 11 months, 11 months. One more year, or one more month, and I got a year. Like, that's what's up, like, that's the thing. Like, if you keep doing this shit and you do it for you, and you keep on pushing and you keep fighting that devil, or your demon, or your monster. I got a demon, and then I got a monster. The demon was heroin, and it's like, that's completely gone. Like, that obsession is like that feeling, But my little Xanax monster, oh my God, that little fucker needs to go away. But, daily fights, always daily fights, I was just thinking, everybody has their own way of getting sober, But really, it takes drive, and the drive, the kind of drive you need is, it's like, it's got to be, you want it so bad you can taste it. And, I'm a little bit of a go-getter. I used to not care about myself at all. I didn't give a fuck. When I first came into fucking the recovery process, I didn't give a fuck if I was dead or alive. I didn't want to be at those meetings. I didn't want to be listening to that shit. I didn't care enough about myself to give a fuck, but I cared enough about my kid, And eventually, I started learning, I started listening. In my mind, my brain, I wanted to stay clean for my son. Like, the first question they'd ask is, why, when you live in the Oxford House or anybody, rehab, anybody, why do you want to do this? I want to be a mom. That's the only answer I ever give. The very first one, I want to be a mom. And that wanting to be a mother to my child drove me to do the very best I could, and God helped me fight the devil, because the devil tried me so many times and still does. But it's possible. I don't care what's going on in your life. You really truly in your heart believe that God's going to take care of you. God's going to take care of you. And fuck, I'm living proof. You know what I'm saying? Like, within 10 months of sobriety, I took myself from being homeless to living in a recovery house to living in it's not my own house, but I live somewhere else with my child, And now, like, I thought I was going to have to go to court over custody. Guess this is how God works. That case, my custody case that my mom had against me, dissolved in 2010. Dissolved. You know what I mean? And I believe it's because she didn't properly serve me, which, that's a whole nother story. Like, she threw my letter away and never told me that I had court, and big mess, a lot of resentments, but working on those. So, that's how God works, I don't have to work extra hard, as in, like, I work hard at work and stuff, and I go after what I want, but I don't have to, really be out there 24/7 working 2-3 jobs. I just know that God's got me, and every time it happens, I don't know, it's great, it's the sobriety thing, it's great. I'm a mom again, you know what I'm saying? Like, God has answered every single one of my prayers that I've ever asked for. And now the only thing that I can ask Him is, most of my prayers are now gratitude prayers. How much I love Him and thank Him, and those kind of prayers. Sometimes I still ask for little things, or guidance, of course, And I pray for a lot of people, because I believe that people praying for me is what helped me. Because I know people pray for me, my stepmother, my father, and, prayers for me help me. So I pray for everybody, But that's me, that's how I handle it. But you know what? It's possible, Shit shit makes you feel good about yourself, and you start getting confidence little bit by little, and you know, you get your life back. So never give up on yourself. Learn to love yourself, and do the damn thing, because you're worth it and you've got it in you. And as long as you've got somebody that's got your back, me, that's my God, that's God, you're gonna make it. You're gonna do it. You just gotta fight the devil with all your might and never stop fighting. But, you know, and then your life gets great. It gets really great. A lot of good things happen, and all those promises and all those things you thought were impossible for you to ever achieve, or if you feel like you hate yourself and you're not worth it, because I feel like I'm not worth a lot of things. You know, I don't feel like I'm worth being loved. I don't feel like I'm worth anything. I don't, you know, and I used to feel like that I wasn't even worth God's love, you know, and I still have really low self-esteem, but I like myself a little bit more, you know. I know that I can do anything that I put my mind to now. Except for this freaking smoking thing. Like, I quit smoking I used to patch for 5 days, and then I had a really shitty day yesterday. Yes, I was just mad at the fucking world yesterday. And I took a break at work and went on a drive, and I was like, fuck that, I'm getting a cigarette. So I made a promise to my son today that I will quit smoking. He looked at me, and I pinky promised him, and I'm not going to break it, because I've been smoking 21 years. So, you know, it's time to quit smoking. But yeah, today, 11 months. What? Who'd have thought? Me, homeless, living on the street, doing what I had to do, being a fucking horrible person, you know? So glad I don't have to do that anymore. And if that's you, you don't have to do it anymore either. Because God loves you, and God loves me, and God loves everybody, and God will make sure you do you. You know? Anybody try to bring you down, fuck them. Do you. You know? That's all I got today. Bye.